that these are people, writers, who will not toe the line for anybody,
Dr.
Congress or
Trivedi,
BJP. But
Dr.
the Congress
Trivedi,
never called them a manufactured rebellion.
Respond to
because
that.
the Congress respects dissent.
Just for
and
the,
that
just
is
for
the
the
hallmark
record,
of fascism.
just for the record, I just want to point it out to our viewers that both questions asked of both formations, the Congress and the BJP, on the question of inconsistency and consistency has gone unanswered. I just want to make that point, but I just want to go across to Dr. Trivedi to respond. Dr. Trivedi, legitimate worries and concerns. You can't brush everyone, tar them with the
Dr.
same
Singhvi
stroke.
has said that, yes, the legitimate worry of Dr. Singhvi is very genuine. That
like
in
to
some
supplement
fascism
this.
arises for
Coming to
something
you.
that I am the country. I would like to remind. Who said India is Indra and Indra is India? It is Mr. Devkant Barua, the then president of the Congress party during emergency. So in the president of the party says, this is the official statement of the Congress party, which is not yet denied by any Congress president. And the fascism was initiated by Hitler when Rudolf Hess has given the same call. Hitler is Germany, Germany is Hitler. So the Congress given India is Indra and Indra is India. So these are the basic tenets of the Congress party. Which they are, second thing, he is saying that we have unnecessarily portrayed everybody as prejudiced or in favor of Congress party. I just like to quote 3 examples. On 8th April 2014, in Indian Express, some intellectuals have urged that stop the fascist government of Narendra Modi to come into power. You look at those names and look at those names who are returning award, there is a similarity. In February 2014, there is a report in The Hindu, the same similar appeal. You read the name and then read the name. Those who have gone to campaign against Modi ji in Varanasi, those who have said कि अगर मोदी जीते तो काशी हार जाएगी, do you think they are just, and even Mr. P.N. Bhargav in the Aam Aadmi Party press release on 29th of
Let's
March
rise above this.
2013,
Okay, you know, look,
BJP,
we can both,
Aam Aadmi
no, no,
Party
one
along
second,
with
I want to bring in the others.
And Admiral
Let me
Rambagh.
bring in the others.
These are the concrete facts which
Look, let me
Congress
bring in
cannot
the others.
reply.
There are others who want to get into this debate. There are others who want to get into this debate. I just want to bring in Ms. Chauhan. Ms. Chauhan, you want to make a point?
Yes.
After that, Gaurav Bhatia and Sunil Alag is also joining us. Yes,
Yes, I just feel, I do want to make a point.
go ahead.
I just want to make the point that typically what's happening on your debate is the voice of the intellectual, the writer, or the author, or the common person is being absolutely drowned by the two sides going on and on, doing the tutu meme, going back and forward in history and pointing fingers at each other. The point of the matter is that never mind what happened in the past, the people want reassurance today. If our Prime Minister can take to Twitter and talk about Navjot Singh Sidhu and, you know, say, I hope you're feeling better now. If he can do that on Twitter, which happens on the same day as what happened in Dadri, surely he could reassure us in the same way on that issue. The whole problem with the Congress was that Rahul Gandhi would never take questions directly, and we would have the same kind of debate saying, why doesn't he answer directly? Now, exactly the same thing is happening here. So
Sunil
I
Alag.
just want to know, can we just discuss what is at
Sunil
right
Alag.
now and the concerns that writers and intellectuals have today?
Sunil Alag.
Yeah. Look,
On that point.
I'm coming in a little late into this debate.
No, on the point
but
that Ms.
all I
Chauhan
want
made.
to say is,
On the point
look,
Chauhan
there is,
made.
on all points, look, neither when, okay, when Ms. Chauhan is making a point, when Nirbhaya happened, it was left to Sheila Dixit to answer. I don't think Sonia Gandhi came running on the road or anyone from the Congress came running on the road. The state chief minister had to answer. So let's forget about that. I agree with her in saying you're going into history back and forth. There's a lunatic fringe on every single party. You don't drag the Prime Minister into every single thing. Look at what happened to Mr. Kulkarni in Bombay when his face was blackened by the Shiv Sainiks. The BJP said, no, we will go ahead with the book launch. The Foreign Minister of Pakistan came. He released his book and went back. You're forgetting
Rahul,
that.
I would like
All
to
you want
respond
to
to that.
highlight
Yeah,
is
you respond to it
as
right
if
after.
the Prime Minister is state sponsoring all this in India. This is ridiculous. And then, one second, let me just finish. And then Amit Shah gives a whole interview to Rahul Kanwal saying that Som should not have gone. PM gives an interview on the same day to Ananda Bazar. Everything is ignored. He has come out and said he's against it. Why are we not highlighting that? And we are carrying on and on as if this is a big thing which has happened. Let's go out. Where is the riots taking place in India? After they spoke about a week ago, nothing has happened. Everybody is coming back to normalcy. It's just that the Congress wants to keep it alive. What do you do? How
What
do
do
you
you
deal
do?
with this?
Congress wants
Is
to
it
keep it
really
alive.
a situation
Mr.
in
Bhatia,
India where
can I
everybody is
respond?
the
running amok?
Samajwadi Party, the Aam
lunatic
Aadmi Party,
fringe has to be
everyone
controlled.
rushes to a spot, makes it a people live moment.
Yeah,
That's the charge.
I would only like to remind Mr. Sunil Alagh that he is very selectively putting the facts. After the Dadri incident happened, Dr. Mahesh Sharma, who is a union minister and is expected to lend support to the state government in ensuring normalcy, goes there, tries to make inflammatory comments.
I am
and
talking
calls
after
this
the Prime
incident
Minister
an
and
accident.
Amit Shah spoke.
After
Yeah, let's
15
discuss
days,
that. Why are you going back
Sunilji,
again?
I will reply. Just
No,
have
no,
some
I'm
patience.
sorry. This debate is not going to go on
I
forever.
heard you, Sunilji. I heard you.
After the
I
Prime
heard
Minister
you.
and Amit Shah
Why are
spoken,
we? Why?
then
Can
let's
I?
discuss
Can
it
I
post
respond,
that.
please, Sunilji?
Yes, he's spoken late.
No, one
I
second,
agree,
Mr.
he's
Alagh,
let
spoken
him finish.
late, But whenever
Let him
something
make his
good
point.
happens, no matter how late
Mr.
it is,
Alagh,
you
one
must
second.
highlight it.
Mr.
Mr. Alagh, one
Alagh,
second. Let him
I
make
never
his
thought
point.
you
You
would
know,
be
I
so
am saying
impatient
the
in
Prime
listening
Minister
to other
spoke late.
persons'
I'm
views.
against all bans.
Let him speak.
I will
make his
answer
point.
your.
No,
I
no,
will
I'm not
answer your
impatient.
question.
I'm just making my
Yes,
point.
please.
No, okay, Mr. Alagh, let him speak.
Now,
let
All
him
right.
speak.
Now,
Okay.
One at a
Just
time.
let me
Let's
finish
keep
for
this
2 minutes.
civilized.
Mr.
I am saying.
Gentlemen, let's keep this
look, I
civilized.
agree.
Let the other man finish his
All right,
point.
all
Let
I'm
Mr.
Mr. Alagh, I
make his
heard
point.
you.
All I'm
now,
saying is
at
the
least
Prime
give me
Minister
an
has
opportunity
decried
to
it.
make my point.
Yes, I'm saying the Prime Minister has
The question
decried
here
it.
is, why
Amit
are
Shah
we
has decried
invoking?
it. What
Why
more
are
do
we
you want?
invoking? This is strange, Rahul. You will have to regulate the debate.
Yeah,
we can't have a shouting match.
Okay. Well, he's now allowing you to speak. Yes, go ahead.
Nobody's shouting.
Thank you, Mr. Alagh. Yeah, why are we questioning the silence of the Prime Minister? Because the cabinet ministers, the cabinet is headed by the Prime Minister, and 3 ministers I can name: Dr. Mahesh Sharma, Sanjeev Balia, and there was another minister. 3 of them were making inflammatory comments. Is it not expected out of the Prime Minister to rein in his own ministers, especially when the state government is ensuring that normalcy should return in the region? Rather, he kept quiet. He tweeted after 15 days of the Dadri incident, and the interview that you are discussing of Mr. Amit Shah came after 20 days of the Dadri incident, where he said that Sangeet Som should not have rushed. Then I asked Mr. Amit Shah that when Mr. Sangeet Som was going there, why was he not stopped by the BJP
Dr.
leadership?
Trivedi.
That is why we say that BJP has two faces. One is the face for the
Dr.
common man,
Trivedi,
where they talk about
all I'm
development,
saying
seems
and
to
their
be-
fringe elements go and they make
I'm agreeing
inflammatory
with
Dr.
comments.
Trivedi, okay, one second. Dr. Trivedi, one second. Dr. Trivedi, the BJP is quick to take offense when the provocation comes from the other side of the political spectrum. But when it comes from within your own government or your own party or those that are adjuncted to your ideology and philosophy, there seems to be a level of evasiveness. There's been no action against General
May I also make a
Singh.
brief point,
There's been
please?
no action against Mr. Sharma. He was ticked off.
Let me supplement
There was a
this.
meeting.
We have
Okay,
a high
supplement
level
it.
of
Sudhindra
tolerance
Bhadoria
for
wants to
allies.
supplement it. Sudhindra Bhadoria wants to supplement, and then I can bring in Dr.
You
Trivedi to
see,
respond.
it is not only writers, scientists, historians and intellectuals who are questioning this government. It is also, as mentioned earlier, the Honorable President, the biggest constitutional authority, has done it. Even people from outside, whom Mr. Modi considers his very dear friend, the President of the United States, when he went back and he cautioned our Prime Minister that he has to do something
Okay.
to keep everyone together in this
Okay.
country.
Okay.
And very lately the Moody's have also cautioned Modi.
Okay.
The Moody's have also cautioned Modi.
Okay.
So
Well-
why can't the present dispensation understand that there is something wrong?
Dr.
There is
Trivedi.
something seriously wrong and they have to think about it.
Dr. Trivedi, are you deliberately evasive?
There are 2-3 things. Number one, I would like to ask, are we constitutionally entitled to discuss anything said by President? No. So leave those things apart. Now discuss the rest of the thing. As far as the Moody's is concerned, Moody's has said that the atmosphere which you are creating, it can create a negative atmosphere. That's why Kiran Majumdar and Narayan Murthy or Raghuram Rajan is speaking. This is because of the propaganda. Try to understand the substance.
Propaganda.
Third thing. Again, you are speaking in contrast to the facts. Mr. Bhatia's party is there in Uttar Pradesh. In the prima facie report which they have sent, They are unable, no, let me complete the sentence. They are unable to determine whether that meat was a beef or not. They have not mentioned communal angle.
Rahul, I
Whatever the
would like
report
to
is
respond
there
to that.
One second,
on the
one second.
table is virtually in split is saying same thing as if it is a hadsa, and when Mahesh Sharma is saying, oh, he is
Okay.
communal, we are in the government. Prime Minister
can I
will
respond
only
to that,
react
Rahul?
on the concrete facts. The concrete fact that the UP government in the report has not said it is a communal, and
Okay,
the
okay.
Karnataka government has not yet submitted
So
the
it's
report.
propaganda
Rahul,
that
I
is
would like to
blending. No, one
respond to
second,
that.
doctor, one second, one second. One second, quick response. Mr. Bhatia,
On the basis of your
Mr. Bhatia and
imagination,
Dr. Singhvi, I want to
empowered
draw
by
them
your
both into
political
this.
thoughts, the
Mr.
Prime
Bhatia.
Minister should respond in
Yeah.
your pitch.
No, Mr.
Yeah,
Bhatia,
if
When Prime Minister has
Sudhanshu ji
already
would give
given
me
so
a
many
minute,
interviews, and Home
Sudhanshu ji,
Minister
can I
has said
just
we are
make my
ready to
point?
talk, you
the
just
Prime
I wish to
Minister
respond
is
to
not
your
going to
statement.
legitimize propaganda. That's the response from the Bharatiya Janata Party.
already made a
Will
lot of
not
points.
legitimize propaganda. Mr. Bhatia,
Yeah.
very quickly.
Yeah.
And one more thing.
One second.
Rahul,
Let him
I
finish.
think
one sentence,
it doesn't
then
get...
Bhatia can
Sudhanshu ji,
respond.
please.
So let Mr. Bhatia and Dr.
Sudhanshu
Singhvi
ji,
now.
let me
Yeah.
respond.
They are
Yeah,
not determining in their
Okay.
state the report.
Okay,
Let
Dr.
me
Trivedi.
complete one sentence. Let
One
me complete one sentence.
See.
Let me complete one sentence.
Now-
Samajwadi Party government has
Rahul, I
determining
think-
nothing in the report.
Give-
Neither they are
Okay, you
recommending
made the
CBI
same
inquiry.
point. Let
But
him respond.
Azam Khan is taking the issue to United Nations.
So let
Has they
Mr.
taken any action against Azam Khan?
Now
I
let
want a
us-
concrete answer
Let
from
him
Samajwadi.
respond. Let him respond. Mr. Bhatia, and I want closing thoughts from Dr. Singhvi after that. Yes, Mr. Bhatia.
Rahul, it doesn't get clearer than this. Now, the BJP spokesperson said the mention of beef or whether it wasn't beef is not there in the report. That clearly shows their ideology, that even in the report sent by the state government, they were looking for the word beef or whether it wasn't beef, when actually the state government was focusing on providing relief to the family
just
members
tell
of the
me
deceased
whether the
person.
report
And
mentions beef
later,
or not, so
in
yes
the
or no, we are not
investigation,
talking
please,
about. It is
Okay.
you are
do
looking
not
at.
Okay,
interrupt
okay,
me.
okay, okay.
I expect some courtesy from you. And in the investigation, Rahul, it is clear now that this
You have
was an
not given
orchestrated
clear answer.
design by
The
the
beef is
BJP.
mentioned
Okay,
or
we're not going to go on to
have
this.
a right
Then
in
just do it.
Dadri,
Allegation. What
and
do
they
you
have failed.
One second,
There
one
is
second.
complicity of
Dr.
the
Singhvi,
BJP leaders.
I want to bring in
even
Dr. Singhvi one final
orchestrating
time.
this
Okay,
incident.
well, one minute, one question, straight off the bat. Sir, how do you rescue this situation? On this particular panel, it goes to underline the basic point that the tolerance debate has now descended into political grandstanding. What's the way out? What's the way out, sir? Are we going to see another freeze of parliament? What's the way out?
Okay,
That's the
a
most
very
important
good-
thing.
It's a good constructive question. I'm not going to repeat what I've been speaking for a long time. I'm quite satisfied with the time given to me because we had a 40-minute debate. But to suggest that the Prime Minister actively, openly, overtly, vocally stepping in amounts to legitimizing propaganda would be bizarre. Remember that, so I'm now giving a very constructive, pointed answer to your constructive question. Step number one, when the ministers of the government, when the MPs of the BJP, remember they're MPs, speak, and you have innumerable instances, you have the Sadhvi today, you have Sakshi Maharaj every other day, and you have several ministers. The Prime Minister must give a very categorical, pointed, not a indirect condemnation, but by a name, by a pointed insult, silence them. Step one. Step two, he must, if they persist a second or a third time defaulter, take some action through the party president. Step three, you know that there are those 10, 15 hotheads who persist in this. They must be insulted, shamed, named, and made to feel that they are accused. At the moment, this wink and nod policy, this good and bad cop policy, gives them a kind of a silent, tacit encouragement.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the remote control masters in the RSS must be in tandem with the party president Amit Shah and the Prime Minister Modi when he does all this. You do it for 1 week, Rahul, you take my word, it will stop.
Okay, Dr.
You can
Trivedi.
do it for 1 week, it will stop.
Is that
but
the
you will not
solution?
do it at all because against your philosophy.
Okay, is that
it's
the
against
no,
your thinking.
now let's not make this political. Now 1 second. You made 3 points. Now let me get Dr. Trivedi very quickly. Dr. Trivedi, is this the solution? 3 points.
I just want to say in a concluding sentence that the height of tolerance has been shown by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, it is quite ridiculous to say that the atmosphere in the country is intolerant. When you on record, people are saying for Prime Minister, Brahma Pishach, Nar Bhakshi, Gali Ka Gunda, and a consistent philosophy of saying Yamraj, Lahu Purush और जाने क्या क्या, ये सब कह रहे हैं, और उसके बाद भी आप कह रहे हैं कि साहब इंटॉलरेंट का एटमॉस्फेयर है इस देश में, इसलिए मुझे आज जस्ट कैन हैव वन इडियम ऑफ हिंदी,
सबको छोड़ दीजिए,
do not take in letter, just take in
अरुण
spirit,
शौरी
और Congress
Okay, gentlemen, I'm closing this. I'm closing this because we're going to go back into the spiral of politics. But I think the point is made. The point is that there has to be a balanced approach. If the opposition is provoking, their leaders must be also held up and held to account. If those within government and MPs of the ruling party are out of line, they should be held up. Hopefully our political class can rise to the occasion. We'll take a short break. Lots more coming up. Lots more coming up in just a few minutes. Dr. Subramaniam Swamy crusading against intolerance. We'll tell you why.